Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair and I'm helping you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus exam. Don't forget to subscribe at the end of this video. So today we're going to discuss a section of Domain 1, Attacks, Threats, and Vulnerabilities. This domain makes up 24% of the exam. Let's get started. So we're going to talk about cryptography today. I'm going to be putting out several videos about cryptography because it's very confusing, especially if you're new to the industry. Today we're going to specifically be talking about asymmetric and symmetric cryptography, as these are two fundamental categories of cryptographic systems. Each has its own strengths and use cases. So let's get started. All right, so if you don't know anything about cryptography, you should watch my previous video. Kind of gives a high-level introduction to what cryptography is. And now we're going to talk about the two types of cryptography. So we're going to start with symmetric cryptography. In symmetric cryptography, a single key is used for both encryption and decryption. This means that the communicating parties, a sender and a receiver, they share one secret key. Symmetric, one secret key. So the main advantage of symmetric cryptography is its efficiency and speed. The algorithms are typically faster than asymmetric counterparts. Common symmetric algorithms include AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, DES, Data Encryption Standard, and Triple DES, Triple Data Encryption Standard. So AES, DES, and Triple DES, you'll hear these a lot. These are common symmetric algorithms. I'm going to talk about some examples. So if you're new to this and you've never heard anything, CompTIA likes to use Alice and Bob as examples. So Alice is the sender, Bob is the receiver. So if Alice wants to send an encrypted message to Bob using a symmetric cryptography, both Alice and Bob need to share the same secret key. Alice encrypts the message with the key, sends it to Bob, who decrypts it with the same key. Simple, but it can get confusing. So let's get into asymmetric cryptography now. So asymmetric cryptography uses a pair of mathematically related keys, a public key and a private key. The public key is shared openly, while the private key is kept secret. The public key is used for encryption from the sender, while the private key is used for decryption. So messages encrypted with the public key can only be decrypted by the corresponding private key, and vice versa. So asymmetric cryptography is much slower than symmetric cryptography, but provides additional security benefits such as key distribution and digital signatures. So let's talk about an example. So if Alice wants to send an encrypted message to Bob using an asymmetric cryptography, she uses Bob's public key to encrypt the message. So Bob possesses the corresponding private key that can decrypt the message. So that Bob having the private key is the key to understanding this. So it's not Alice's private key, it's Bob, the receiver's private key, that will decrypt this message. All right, let's talk about some use cases. So symmetric cryptography is often used for bulk data encryption, where speed and efficiency are critical. So such as encrypting large files or securing communication channels. Asymmetric cryptography is commonly used for key exchange, digital signatures, and securing communication between parties that may not have a shared secret key beforehand. It's particularly useful in scenarios where secure key distribution is a challenge. So in practice, a combination of both symmetric and asymmetric cryptography is often employed to leverage the strengths of each. The hybrid approach is known as hybrid cryptography and is commonly used to secure communication protocols like transport layer security, TLS, used for securing web connections. More on that in future videos. But today we talked about symmetric and asymmetric cryptography, the differences between the two, how Alice, the sender, and Bob, the receiver, get their messages, and that's all you need to know on this. So make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.